This is KUT Austin. It's 7 o'clock.
Good evening. Welcome to Live at the Cactus, an hour with the best of today's acoustic performers, traditional and contemporary, recorded live at the Cactus Cafe on the campus of the University of Texas at Austin. Barely 3 years ago, folk and songwriter circles were buzzing about a brilliant debut album from then little-known Iris DeMent. Her voice grabbed you first, a sweet warbling alto coupled to a unique diction not heard since early country recordings. And then the song slowly sank in, honest, bittersweet reflections on love, life, and places forgotten. Almost overnight, Iris DeMent found herself on a major label, touring with Nancy Griffith and in great demand all across the U.S., which makes this evening at the Cactus that much more special. Iris DeMent, and you've got the best seats in the house, live at the Cactus.
I looked up into heaven, thought I saw life's mysteries. I observed the constellations for a clue to my destiny. But the rhyme of life confounds me. Things will be as things will be. So I just dance the shores of Jordan till the angels carry me. I'm gonna let my feet go dancing to my very favorite songs, 'cause I know my time for leaving is bound to come for too long. And there ain't no way of me knowing how tomorrow's gonna be. So I just dance the shores of Jordan till the angels carry me. Then I traveled to a prison, I saw my share of shattered dreams, where the tables slightly tilted, it could be bound, they could be free. But I believe no tear goes wasted, and so I fell there on my knees. But I danced the shores of Jordan till the angels carried me. I'm gonna let my feet go dancing to my very favorite songs, 'cause I know my time for leaving is bound to come for too long. And there ain't no way of me knowing how tomorrow's gonna be. So I just dance the shores of Jordan till the angels carry me. Then I saw a weary traveler heading down the dusty road. I said, "Friend, please, may I help you? It seems you haul a heavy load." But he said, "Though my burden's heavy in my heart, I'm traveling light, so I can't cross old River Jordan when I'm called to the other side. I'm gonna let my feet go dancing to my very favorite song, 'cause I know my time for leaving is bound to come for too long. Oh, and there ain't no way of me knowing how tomorrow's gonna be. So I just dance the shores of Jordan till the angels carry me. I just dance the shores of Jordan till the angels carry me. And I know they'll carry me. Thank you. Thanks. I guess I'm kind of nervous. I sang that song so fast I couldn't hardly get all the words in. I was thinking before I came out here that, well, for one thing, I was thinking that I'm glad to be here. And when my first record came out, it came out in February of 1992, and I spent, I guess the next 3 or 4 months on the phone calling people up and trying to get somebody that to be willing to book me. I was sitting home with my office job, and I had this record, and nobody knew me, and no one would let me come play. And I thought, boy, nothing's ever going to happen. And, well, this was the first place that I got a job. Finally, there was 3 places down here in Austin that agreed to come down and let me play. And I was really thrilled, but then it was pretty scary once I got the job. I didn't really know what to do, but I remember, let's see, I played at La Zona Rosa, The Hole in the Wall, and one other place that I can't remember. But I really can't. I wasn't trying to. Far away I've traveled to stand once more alone and hear my memories echo through these hills that I call home. As a child I roamed this valley, I watched the seasons come and go. I spent many hours dreaming on these hills that I call home. The wind is rushing through the valley, and I don't feel so all alone when I see the dandelions blowing across the hills that I call home. Like the flowers I am fading into my setting sun. Brother and sister passed before me. My mom and daddy, they've long since gone. The wind is rushing through the valley, and I don't feel so all alone when I see the dandelions blowing across the hills that I call home. These are the hills that I call home. Thank you. Well, you told me that you wished that things had not turned out this way. You never thought there'd come a time when you would go away, but you stayed right here beside me, even when the love was gone. And just because I'm hurting, that don't mean that you've done something wrong. Well, you said that you were sorry and you'd take all the blame, but we both shared the gamble, so let's both share the pain. like a breeze that blew across us. Love just moved along, and just because I'm hurting, that don't mean that you've done something wrong. 'Cause we were happy for a while, dear, but that's all over now. I'll pick up the pieces and I'll get along somehow. But it all came back too clearly in my bed alone tonight, as I was lying here just waiting for, oh, that early morning light. Now you've gone so far away, dear, and these words I cannot say. I cursed at you for leaving, slammed the door and ran away. In your face I saw the sadness, but I waited now too long to tell you I still love you, and you've done nothing wrong. 'Cause we were happy for a while, dear, but that's all over now. I'll pick up the pieces and I'll get along somehow. But it all came back too clearly in my bed alone tonight, as I was lying here just waiting for, oh, that early morning light. Ooh. Thank you. Huh? Oh. I thought you were going to say, Old MacDonald had a farm. I did this kids show a few months ago for Nickelodeon. And I sang Old MacDonald Had a Farm and a bunch of other songs like that. And every now and then now I get a child that will come out and request that. So I'm glad that you want to hear Infamous Angel instead. Well, I'll do that a little later. If you start feeling like you're falling asleep, let me know and I'll bring it in a little sooner. Okay? Oh, I'll do Infamous Angel. Last night before I went to sleep, my knees dropped to the floor. I turned my eyes up to the sky and I prayed, please help me, Lord. You know I sold my wild oats, and now the fun's all gone. And then I heard these tender words, and I put them in my song. Infamous angel, come on home to someone who loves you. I know she needed to roam. Grab your things, a ticket's waiting at the bus depot for infamous angel destination home. Then I heard heaven's choir rejoicing as the tears broke from my eyes, and all at once it lifted the weight of my past life. I found a pen and I left a note on the dresser drawer. Infamous angel, she don't live here anymore. Infamous angel, come on home to someone who loves you. I know she needed to roam. Grab your things, a ticket's awaiting at the bus depot for infamous angel, destination home. Then I hurried out the back door as quickly as I could. I went flying down 2 flights of stairs till on the street I stood. And there I took that final look at my old neighborhood. Then I ran down the street proclaiming, angel gone for good. Infamous angel going home to someone who loves her. I know she needed to roam. She grabbed her things and claimed the ticket at the bus depot for infamous angel, destination home. Infamous angel, destination home. Thank you. Are you a singer? Do you sing around the house? You like to sing? Maybe someday you'll be up here and I'll be out there. Huh? Everybody is wondering what and where they all came from. Everybody is worrying about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, and so it's all the same to me. I think I'll just let the mystery be. Some say once gone, you're gone forever, and some say you're gonna come back. Some say you rest in the arms of the Savior if in sinful ways you lack. Some say that they're coming back in a garden, bunch of carrots and little sweet peas. I think I'll just let the mystery be. Everybody is wondering what and where they all came from. Everybody is worrying about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, and so it's all the same to me. I think I'll just let the mystery be. Some say they're going to a place called glory, and I ain't saying it ain't a fact. But I've heard that I'm on the road to purgatory, and I don't like the sound of that. 'Cause I believe in love and to live my life accordingly. But I choose to let the mystery be. Everybody is wondering what and where they all came from. Everybody is worrying about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, and so it's all the same to me. I think I'll just let the mystery be. I think I'll just let the mystery be. whenever I play the piano, well, not every time I play the piano, but a lot of times when I play the piano, I think of my dad. My dad had a lot of kids, and so he didn't have much peace and quiet. And I remember us banging on the piano a lot, and Dad never telling us to shut up. And I didn't appreciate it till I got all grown up, you know, and you remember things. And you think, you know, I would have told them kids to shut up. But the news, when he was watching the news, he'd say, if one more kid walks past this TV, that's going to be it. And he was one of those guys, when he said something, he meant it. You didn't ask twice. But now that I've rambled, maybe I'll sing a song. Everything's got to get right. It's funny how when you're home alone by yourself, these things don't come up, but suddenly there's people looking at you, and start noticing all kind of things you didn't ever notice before. Okay. I'm walking home tonight. The streets are glowing neath the pale moonlight. I look around, there's not a soul inside. And I'm walking home. Once again I hear my mother's voice, and all us kids making a bunch of noise. If I'm not careful, I might start to cry. Just walking home tonight. I turn my head and hear a screen door slam, and there he is, that tall and dark-haired man. He looks my way, but all alone he stands. And I am walking home. He's my dad, you know, I was his girl. He taught me all he knew about this world. And then he traveled right on out of sight. And I am walking home tonight. The streets are glowing neath the pale moonlight. I look around, there's not a soul inside. And I am walking home tonight. Old worn out couches and a bunch of kids, 4 to a bedroom, and all of Mom's plates were chips. But I never knew about the things I miss. And I am walking home. You see, it's just the place where I come from. And good or bad, it's where the deal was done. My mom and dad, their daughters and their sons. and I am walking home tonight. I'm walking home tonight. The streets are glowing beneath the pale moonlight. I look around, there's not a soul inside. And I am walking home. Once again I hear my mother's voice, and all us kids making a bunch of noise. If I'm not careful, I might start to cry. Just walking home tonight. I look around, there is not a soul inside. And I am walking home tonight. Everybody, and I just knew somehow that you'd be the one for me. Because making love with you's not just a hobby. No, it's the flame that burnt the forest down in me. And darling, was it day or was it night time? And were them whippoorwills moaning through the trees, through the trees? I don't remember just what you said, but ooh, right from the start you made me hotter than Mojave in my heart. Well, baby, I could stay this way forever, with just passing time at 99 degrees. Because loving you's my favorite kind of weather. Oh, forever let the flame burn down in me. I'll not prepare my heart for the change of season. And I'll whip old winter wind there if she blows, if she blows. God bless the day that you came along and you tipped my apple cart and you made me hotter than Mojave in my heart. Prepare my heart for the change of season. And I'm gonna whip old winter wind there if she blows, if she blows. God bless the day that you came along and you tipped my apple cart and you made me hotter than Mojave in my heart. And now it's hotter than Mojave in my heart. I keep kind of losing my balance up here. I just want to get one thing straight. I have not been drinking. I don't know what it is. These big shoes, I think. floor, looking out the window of my back door. If it keeps on raining, I think the whole damn house is gonna float away. The alarm was buzzing at the break of dawn, and my husband's asking, is the coffee on? And easy's getting harder every day. I'll drop the baby off at school at 9 and bust the lights to get to work on time, or I'll be staring at the clock, just waiting to knock off another day. When supper's done, we watch some TV show of a bunch of folks who've never heard of Idaho, where easy's getting harder every day. I had a garden, but my flowers died. There ain't much living here inside, and lately I don't know what I'm holding on to. Wished I could run away to Coeur d'Alene, take nothing with me, not even my name, 'cause easy's getting harder every day. We make love and then we kiss goodnight, and he rolls over and he's out like a light. But I ain't mad about it, we got nothing to talk about anyway. The lights are blinking on the radio tower, and I lie awake and stare at them for hours and hours, 'cause easy's getting harder every day. I had a garden, but my flowers died. There ain't much living here inside, and lately I don't know what I'm holding on to. But I'll never make it up to Coeur d'Alene, and there ain't no chance of me forgetting my name. And easy's getting harder every day, and it feels like easy just keeps on getting harder every day.
You know, I was talking earlier about doing this children's show. We went to New York City to do this thing, so I was kind of doubly nervous. Kids and then New York City kids on top of that. And we walked in, it was about 8 o'clock in the morning, and they had this really neat little set. It kind of looked like hee-haw. They had a painted barn and painted corn stalks and all this stuff. And I walked over and they said, "Go sit over on your haystack, Iris." And I'm walking over there, and there's like 8 little kids there, and I barely got set down, and this little boy opens his mouth, and he goes, "So are you getting paid to do this?" He's like 6 years old, and he's already... he actually had a string of questions. He wanted to know how much I was getting paid, wanted to know if he was getting paid, and then why he wasn't getting paid. It's an interesting day. I took some of my own childhood memories, some of the good ones, and I put them into this song. This is called Childhood Memories. Fireflies inside of a mason jar, acting big behind the wheel of Daddy's car, playing church around the old piano stand. You were quite a preacher, and though he sang so grand, I remember every night what we would say and do. If you've forgiven me, then I've forgiven you. And now when life begins to get the best of me, I reminisce these childhood memories. We built a raft and traveled all around the world, and stopped for penny candy at the corner store. You let me fly your kite, but then I dropped the string. I thought my life was over, but Mama rescued me. When I was just a kid, you taught my prayers to me. Then you turned around and you told me about those birds and bees. Well, come what may, you've been endeared to me, because we share these childhood memories. Well, time had moved so fast, those days are over now, and we've all gone our separate ways, but still somehow I often need to telephone and talk to you, see if you remember things the way I do. Well, it won't be too much longer till we'll be old and gray, and winding up our travels here on life's highway. But no matter where I roam, I've got you here with me.
died a year ago today. Rooster started crowing when they carried Dad away. There beside my mother in the living room I stood, with my brothers and my sisters knowing Dad was gone for good. Well, I stayed at home just long enough to lay him in the ground, and then I caught a plane to do a show up north in Detroit town, because I'm older now. I've got no time to cry. I've got no time to look back. I've got no time to see the pieces of my heart that have been ripped away from me. And if the feeling starts coming, I've learned to stop them fast. 'Cause I don't know if I let them go, they might not want to pass. And there's just so many people trying to get me on the phone, and there's bills to pay and songs to play and a house to make a home. I guess I'm older now. I've got no time to cry. I can still remember when I was a girl. So many things have changed so much here in my world. I remember sitting on the front yard when an ambulance went by, just listening to those sirens. I would break down and cry, but now I'm walking and I'm talking and doing just what I'm supposed to do, working overtime to make sure that I don't come unglued. I guess I'm older now. I've got no time to cry. I've got no time to look back. I've got no time to see the pieces of my heart that have been ripped away from me. And if the feeling starts coming, I've learned to stop them fast. 'Cause I don't know if I let them go, they might not want to pass. And there's just so many people trying to get me on the phone, and there's bills to pay and songs to play and a house to make a home. I guess I'm older now. I've got no time to cry. Now I sat down on the sofa and I watched the evening news. There's a half a dozen tragedies from which to pick and choose. The baby that was missing was found in a ditch today, and there's bombs flying and people dying not so far away. And I'll take a beer from the refrigerator and go sit out in the yard, and with a cold one in my hand, gonna bite down and swallow hard, because I'm older now. I've got no time to cry. I've got no time to look back, man, I've got no time to see the pieces of my heart that have been ripped away from me. there's just so many people trying to get me on the phone. And there's bills to pay, songs to play, and a house to make a home. I guess I'm older now. I've got no time to cry. I guess I'm older now, and I just ain't got no time to cry. No time to cry. No time to cry.
This song is called J'ai Besoin de mon Garcon, Francais. Means I need my French boy.
A pen pal from the teacher at school, 'cause I needed something extra to do. I landed the name of some boy called Jean Paul, living somewhere in the south of Francais. And so I wrote him a letter, I sent a picture of me, I told him all about life here in Paris, Tennessee. I figured he'd write back, but hell, not so quick. It's a good thing my folks can't read French, 'cause he said, "Ma petite chou, bonjour sans très beau, Lors je te vois, mes jambes comme sont low." Well, there was more in that letter, but just what I ain't about to say. J'ai besoin de mon garçon français. Right back, but it took me all night. I went crazy trying to make it sound right. And I decided that I'd start out with my dearest Jean Paul. Oh, it's just swell to have a friend in Francois. But you know, if I ain't mistaken, seems to me what you was trying to say is, well, maybe you're kindly aching to roll me in the hay. And about that long commentary on my derriere, well, Jean Paul, ain't that bad manners out there? And then vowed not to do it, but I couldn't resist. I signed it, your sweet pea, and I sealed it with a kiss. So please, God, forgive me. Just what else could I say? J'ai besoin de mon garçon français. Well, I've kept myself pretty busy writing all them letters to Jean Paul, but this one is to my mom and my pa. Well, I don't guess you're gonna like it, but I'm leaving today on a flight to see that Garcon Francais. You see, I saved all of my money when I was working down at the hamburger stand, and Daddy, I bought me a ticket. Got it right here in my hand. Well, tell the teacher I'm awful sorry, but school's got two ways. J'ai besoin de mon garçon Francais.
We've been spending the last week or maybe 2 weeks now, we've been touring through Florida and southern Louisiana and down south Mississippi and all that stuff where there's a lot of swamps and a lot of alligators. And I've heard about more horror stories about alligators the last 2 weeks than I think my sleep can stand. I'm going to wake up in the night seeing these things. So I was feeling pretty relieved about coming here to Texas. Until my husband reminded me just yesterday, said they got killer bees here. So, kind of edgy. It's like David Letterman said the night, they sting you, they kill you. He said, sting you, kill you. It's as simple as that. Sting you, kill you. Hey, I'd rather go by a killer bee than by a, well, we don't need to carry this on, but I'd rather be a bee than an alligator. But, started to take a vote and see how you guys felt, but I think I need to move along here. I'll bet if I did take a vote, you guys would pick the bees over the alligators. I'd like to be in one piece, at least, when I go. But, anyway, thanks again for coming out. I'm sorry that the last thought I'm leaving you with is alligators and killer bees, and I'll try not to do that next time.
You know the sun's setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, go on now and kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun setting down on our town, on our town? Good night. Up the street beside the red neon light, that's where I met my baby on one hot summer night. He was the tender and I ordered a beer. It's been 40 years and I'm still sitting here. But you know the sun's setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, go on now and kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun setting down on our town, on our town? Good night. It's here I had my babies and I had my first kiss. I've walked down Main Street in the whole morning mist. Over there is where I bought my first car. It turned over once, but then it never went far. And I can see the sun setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, go on now and and kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to my town, to my town. I can see the sun setting down on my town, on my town. Good night. I buried my mama and I buried my pa. They sleep up the street beside that pretty brick wall. I bring them flowers about every day, but I just gotta cry when I think what they say. If they could see how the sun's setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, go on now and kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. Go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Can't you see the sun setting down on our town, on our town? Good night. I sat on the porch and watched the lightning bugs fly, but I can't see too good, I've got tears in my eyes. I'm leaving tomorrow, but I don't want to go. I love you, my town, you'll always live in my soul. But I can see the sun setting fast, and just like they say, nothing good ever lasts. Well, go on, I gotta kiss you goodbye, but I'll hold to my lover, 'cause my heart's about to die. Go on now and say goodbye to my town, to my town. I can see the sun has gone down on my town, on my town. Good night. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. I had a great time playing for you.
You've been listening to Live at the Cactus. Tonight's program featured Iris DeMent, recorded September 18th, 1994. Live at the Cactus is presented each week featuring the best of today's acoustic performers. Live at the Cactus was produced by Walter L. Morgan and Griff Lundberg. And I'm David Oberman saying good night from the Cactus Cafe.